Cancer placements, welcome to Ascending Spiritually. So this is going to be a general reading. You may have to flip the roles. The gender of the cards don't matter. And if you like a personal, the information for that will be in the description box. If you use code Cancer 2023, you will get 20% off any personal reading. I also have my DNA activation oil that's for sale on my shop. These are 5-star rated. They're made with crystals, herbs, 24 karat gold, and they've been charged with the moon also throughout the entire month. So extremely powerful. It helps enhance my readings as well. Let's go ahead and see what you guys need to know. 4 of Wands, King of Swords, 10 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 3 of Swords in reverse, the Lovers, and 2 of Pentacles. So someone's mad that you're healed. This person is mad that you are now emotionally fulfilled. So it seems like there were people or a specific person in your life that was causing chaos. And it seems like it was intentional. This person was being cold, ruthless, harsh with their words. This is someone that I feel like didn't even give you any sense of like sympathy or empathy. They did everything they possibly could to make your life hard. This could even be a boss that knew you had certain responsibilities at home and they just tried to make your life even harder. Either way, whoever this person is now fully regretting their actions. If this is a lover, they're regretting their actions because they didn't know that you could stay away from them this long. This person mistreating you this way actually brought you onto your divine path. So in a way, this situation, even though it may have been harmful at the time and hurtful towards you, it helped to heal your inner wounds. So whoever this was that was the ringleader or the main conspirator of why you were in a certain position in the past didn't know how strong you truly were. I feel like you didn't know either. It wasn't until you were left with only your guides, God, your own faith, and your own self-esteem that you realized just how strong you were, because it seems like you were overpowered by a certain dynamic. You were put in an unfair situation that was unjustified to you. Whoever this was, they attacked you while you were down. And with the 2 of Pentacles, they also affected not only your home life, but they affected your stability, possibly even with your children. So this is someone who I feel like may have played mental mind games with you, hurt you, and in turn it hurt people around you because it affected the way that you dealt with others that you may have been responsible for. That's not for everyone. But with the 9 of Wands, this is my wounded soldier, my wounded warrior, someone who puts their best foot forward, someone who may have even been on their knees at some point, but now you're fully in your power. I feel like you're minding your own business. You possibly don't even really think about whoever this past person is that hurt you or harmed you. And now, like I said, they're in this energy of groveling. Whoa, I meant to say loss, but I said groveling. So yeah, this person is now having to rethink, recomb, revisit their past mistakes. This is like the type of man or woman that would do something wrong and, you know, they will ghost the situation. They'll run away from it. But this time they're forced to take accountability in some way. Something that this person did to you is coming around full circle and it's affecting now their stability because that's what they intended in the past to do that to you. This was someone that I feel like you even valued. You may have even had a friendship with. This could have been a relationship or just someone that you had good intentions for. You saw this person. It's like you saw their red flags. Yes, you may have ignored it, but you just tried to put your best foot forward or tried to see the potential in this person. However, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's just what I'm feeling here. And with the 6 of Wands. So you're going to get victory and success. You're going to get some form of recognition. You're going to be able to move forward. And whoever this was that did you wrong, they actually taught you how to mentally spar with other people. They taught you mental chess. They taught you the signs of an abusive person, the signs of an individual, of certain body languages. Because now you've encountered like your first narcissist, first sociopath, first psychopath. There's something about this past individual's mental state that contributed to why they treated you the way that they did. But I feel like that was also a lesson in its own, how you moved on from the situation. Because some of you, it did take you a while to get over whatever this dynamic is. Like it's an injustice of some sort that happened to you. And it took you a while to heal from, which was intentional. So if you kept trying to rush yourself into healing or just being okay and feeling content and feeling happy, it was not meant for you to heal from this that fast. Because you wouldn't have learned the lesson if it was something that you could have just put a band-aid over and it would be okay. In this situation, it's like the scenario that you were put in triggered inner childhood wounds or wounds that you have had since childhood. And it was only in this dynamic that those wounds can be healed. So as painful as it was to go through it, you'll never have to go through a certain scenario like this again because you've already seen the signs. You know what it looks like to be around someone who just wants to overpower you, dominate you. And it's important that you take those lessons into account because it's going to prevent you from having future heartbreak. And essentially, if you could monetize the lessons that you have learned in this toxic, abusive situation, you could actually make money off of it and help other people avoid the exact same traps that you may have fell into. But when it came to you, it was divinely guided so that you can help others. So I hope I'm making sense because there's a lot. Everything that you went through, it was not just for no reason. And this person that did you wrong, trust me, they're regretting it fully. They're in the same position. You see how on their knees? Remember how you were on your knees at some point? But look, you were already getting up. You've always been strong. You've always been courageous. This has always triggered people around you. It's always wanted people. It's like your strength, your light triggers other people's demons. Even when you're doing nothing wrong, just by simply walking into the room. Look, the golden mirror. A self-absorbed narcissist that you were in a one-sided relationship with, that possibly may have been love bombing you, who hurt you. All you needed was time. You just needed time to get over the situation. The situation took time to heal, right? Progress in cycles. So there's something about the extent of time that you were put in the scenario where you had to defend yourself that is of significance. So let me get another deck. That way I can get some additional messages for Cancer placements. What do you guys need to know? We have Paradise. This is what you're getting now. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. You having friends and people that you can count on, that you can trust, enjoying your life. Especially after someone thought that they can come in and pull the wool over you, or they thought that they can transform your timeline. They felt like they had power over you in some fashion. But instead, they forced you to grow. They forced you to change your mind. Yes, this may have left you heartbroken. Some of you have been in the period where you felt deeply hurt, sad, grieving, mourning something, feeling lost even. There could have been a major breakup that happened that like displaced an entire family, and this could have happened to you. If not, it's just a situation that you were put in, put you in this heartbroken position, and you had to heal yourself without real support from others around you. And whoever you were connected to was seduced into making this decision. It could be seduced by third parties, lovers, family members, other people that were involved, but there was some sort of hooking up that could have been happening, or flirting or dating that was happening for those of you that this was a romantic situation. And yes, you caught this person in the act, you found evidence, it left you heartbroken. But trust and believe, now this individual wishes that they could have done things differently because you were this man or this woman's soulmate. Those of you where this is a relationship, you were this person's match, life partner, and they dogged out a life partner. They mistreated and cheated on a life partner. This is the type, okay, this behavior, it's wrong regardless, but you're supposed to really behave this way with karmic people, with hoes, with those flings, never with a life partner. And now this person's having this rude realization that they ultimately have sabotaged their entire life. This person's timeline, it's like you both were supposed to be in a position of power. The pain that this man put you through, or woman, I'm just saying man because that's the imagery, it's going to push you into a period of blessings. This was supposed to be an empire that you both had together, but because they chose not to do the right thing, there's some sort of alternative that's happening, and their role is now going to be replaced. So don't feel like, oh, just because this person's my twin, I need to be with them. That's not the case at all. Replacements are sent constantly. There's always displaced masculines or feminines that have done the work, that are simply just waiting to be matched up with their one. And this is possibly what's going to happen to you, because someone that was supposed to ride for you abandoned you. They were supposed to stop the pattern. They treated you like with disregard, using silent treatment, manipulative tactics, and this is what caused the breakup, the separation. And what they didn't realize is that they caused major changes in their life. There's some form of transformation that you went through, and because you've completed this transformation, it's not bringing a surprise. So as you're having the surprise, the person that's doing you wrong is having the same epiphany through dreams, through downloads, through movies happening, because sometimes you get messages through movies and music. And this person is having the realization, possibly even by being seduced by this outside person, realizing that they messed with the wrong one. Realizing that they traded gold for fool's gold. Or they traded something extremely valuable that you cannot replace with something that's completely temporary. So that's why they're having this major... This is something that you can't take back. Whatever this King of Swords did to you, Queen of Swords, whatever they are, it's something that they cannot take back. It's now changed the trajectory of their life, but they couldn't see that before. It wasn't until in hindsight, this person's looking back at their actions, wondering, you know, why is all this chaos happening? Why is it that everything I touch just crumbles? Why am I having a hard time with relationships? Why is it that people keep playing me? And as they're revisiting how they treated you in their mind, you're forcing this person to self-reflect. This may have been the first time where this individual that did you wrong is having to force themselves to self-reflect. Like, they usually can get away with mistreating people. They can't do that with you. You are marrying someone in the outside, so they may have had certain wounds that attracted you to this person. They forced you to introspect. Now you're forcing the other person to introspect. They made you reflect on your wounds because they left you in this period of like abandonment and not understanding things, which forced you to go within. And now the other person's having some sort of self-image issues because whoever it is that they got seduced for or by, they have their own options. So there's like a whole chaos going on behind the scenes. It's in relation to you, but it doesn't have anything to do with you because of the fact that you are happy and you are content and you are minding your own business, eating good, sleeping good, focused on your future. You're not really focused on anything within the past right now. And this is what's coming in for you. Union, wedding, marriage, eternal love, everlasting promise, soul connection. So some of you are gaining a relationship because, like I said, this person's getting replaced. They thought that they could do you wrong and everything was just going to be kumbaya. Yeah, no, not at all. They just messed with their whole entire destiny. If this was like a boss that did you wrong and they were influenced by other coworkers or by other people within the company, the whole company's going bankrupt. Like, everything is being shifted because that's just how powerful that you are. There's lightning, sudden changes, shocking news that's going to happen. And somebody's realizing that they literally sabotaged themselves. They sabotaged their whole life. They're going to have to rebuild all together. There was some sort of interrogation that was going on behind the scenes. So what you don't know is that you have allies behind the scenes that may have been watching as this whole situation was transpiring. And they may have kept quiet until the right moment, which may be right now. Because there's a level of like persistence and you've been persistent in moving forward. Yes, you may have looked back. Yes, you may have been hurt, but you continued pushing forward and you're going to get the reward for that. Yes, it may be taking long. You may have to continue having patience, but just know that what it looks like right now is not what it seems. On social media, it may seem like people have it all together or that their lives are doing great, but I'm telling you, behind the scenes, it's like things are crumbling down. They're just trying to upkeep with the image or a lifestyle that they can't even upkeep with. So, Cancer placements. What do you need to know? Adjudication. Yeah, somebody's getting judged. It seems like it's two people getting judged. If this is a lover, their lover and their mistress, or their lover and their side piece are both getting judged. They're both having to deal with not just spiritual judgment, but with bad health, right? If you did have bad health in the past, it's because you were surrounded by someone that was literally sucking your life force and killing you from the inside out. Kind of like a parasite. Or even a symbiote, because I believe that demonic people have entity attachments, and when you try to have sex with them, you try to bind with them, some of those components will attach itself to your body. So if you feel like ever since I've been with this person, ever since I've been around this person, everything that just goes wrong, I've been getting sick, headaches, backaches, pay attention to those signs. It's just a matter of like seeing things for what they are, but you are going to gain some form of fortune. Unexpected income and sudden wealth. Both of these are material related. So as a result of what you had to go through and the fact that you have transpired through this toxic situation and chosen the path less traveled, because it's difficult to separate yourself from someone that you love, especially knowing that you don't really have that much support. You didn't have support. You had to move on your own and have like seldom people here to congratulate you or to help you push forward here and there, but it was mostly just you, your faith, and God, maybe even your children if you have any. And this is the result of what you're going to get. Sudden wealth, unexpected income, a break, you not having to stress as much. Maybe this could even be like in the form of a vacation, unexpected blessings. And this is what the other person's getting. Capital loss. Why? Because that's exactly what they intended on bringing towards you, except now it's mirrored. You're being asked to let go. Let go of past scenarios, past situations, past dynamics that don't serve you, and just know when it's right for you to commit to certain things. There's something about this past job, if it was a job, that just gave you the signs that they would just be shady or that they were unreliable. there's something about paying attention to the red flags, not trying to get quickly into committed relationships with people, or like talking to someone and immediately committing to them. So just make sure you're having boundaries with yourself, and also look at how did you allow yourself to be in certain scenarios and predicaments. Learn from that, right? Because you have people that don't want to acknowledge how they mistreat others, and unfortunately it seems like you tend to attract individuals who lack accountability, and it's not until you come into the picture and you cause chaos and turmoil in their lives that they have to like, they're basically forcefully made to sit down and self-reflect. And that is a direct result of them dealing with you. So don't expect any apologies. Don't expect people to come in doing the walk of shame, because they are having a hard time themselves acknowledging that they're losing, or that their actions require them to be honest or to have integrity, or while dealing with you. Basically, people think that they can treat you like other people and just dispose of you. And they have to learn the hard way that that is not the case. Regardless of what you look like on the outside, internally, you have spiritual ranking and power. And anytime you harm someone that is on that level, it brings detrimental consequences. And someone's having to learn that the hard way through capital loss, losing everything that they deemed more important than you. And that is essentially fate. So someone messing up and someone doing wrong and someone mistreating you, it was all fate. You couldn't change this situation, because ultimately what it was supposed to teach you is how to forgive and how to self-discipline and how to listen to yourself. And it was supposed to bring major changes and transformations in the form of like you being in the public eye, you being seen, you being heard, your story being heard, you having all these resources that you can share with other people, because that's what creates the willpower, that you're strong enough to be able to do that. You're strong enough to turn pain into power, because that's what you've been doing all along. That's why you're happy, and this person's feeling the brunt end of what they tried to send to you. So like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment if you like a personal reading. Make sure you use code CANCER2023 so you can get 20% off. Bye.